Well, hello. I am back from the big city. Got back several hours ago. I've even had a nap today. I needed one. Anyway, I'm on here today to talk about connection and misconception. You know, far too long in this life, as long as I can remember, I missed the big picture on what real connection is all about. Anyway, my brother's up there, like playing music loudly. Anyhow, anyway, I'd missed the big picture on what real connection is. And I had it early on in my life. I just didn't recognize it for what it was. Chasing fireworks, chasing those butterflies, that giddy feeling you get, gaga feeling, almost a groupie kind of moment where you get gaga over somebody. Um, that's not connection. That's just sparks and fireworks and passion. It took me a lot of years, decades of self-reflection, doing some inner work, thinking about things, why why relationships some seem to be effortless and others just never seem to really work. I mean, it's like you shouldn't feel like your significant other is your enemy. You shouldn't feel like your spouse or girlfriend or whoever is somehow the opposition. That's not connection. It's chaos. So what I'm getting at is connection, love, actually, is not butterflies. It's not the fireworks and the passion. It is absolutely not. And it took me a long time to finally realize that. A long time. A true connection feels like calm, peace, home, an environment. When you're with them, you just feel totally at ease, totally comfortable with just being yourself, able to let your hair down, so to speak, be authentically 100% raw, unfiltered self, where you can cut up together and that, and you don't ever question their desires, their hopes, their dreams. You support it. You don't criticize them ever. I mean, there's such a thing as what they call constructive feedback, or they call constructive criticism. I don't believe that you should be criticizing that person in your life. Period. They shouldn't be met with criticism. Not if you're their safe place. Because the moment that starts, you're no longer their safe place, and vice versa, right? And I still get the odd video sent to me that tells me what a piece of shit, covert narcissistic asshole I am. Okay, you're entitled to your opinion. You absolutely are. If that's your opinion of me, fine. That you're entitled to that. I'm here to tell you, though, not everyone has that opinion of me. And actually, I've never heard anyone say that about me other than you. No one's ever said that about me. But that's fine. You're entitled to your opinion, and if all your friends think that of me too, that's fine too. If all your family thinks that of me, I don't care. I honestly don't care. Plastered it all over the internet. I don't give a shit. I don't care. Those that really know me, those that love me, know better. And, I'm sorry that I've moved on with my life, and I have found someone she was already there. It just took me a while to realize that connection I had with her was where I needed to be. And I have to admit, I had a preconceived notion and about her, when we were just friends, right? And I misread her in some ways. And I'm not going to get into those details because it's neither here nor there. I just I didn't allow myself to really get to know her on a personal level. I mean, we knew each other, but we never got real deep. Well, we've gotten real deep. We've had some really deep discussions. We talk every single day. Every single day. She's always there for me. I'm always there for her. Now, granted, she has a job. She works, and I try not to disturb her too much when she's at work. But I still send her, the odd message and this and that. And she always gets back to me. Whenever she gets a moment, she gets back to me. She always makes time for me. And that goes a long way. And I absolutely get right back to her just as soon as I can. I don't leave her unread. I just don't do that. And she doesn't do that to me. And that's huge. Huge. But again, a connection's not about that, the butterflies. It's not. All I could say is when I'm with her, it feels like home. It just feels like I could be 100% authentically me. And you build on that foundation. You don't build on a foundation of butterflies and sparks and sex appeal and hope that you can create real connection from that. It doesn't work that way. I know. I've freaking failed at that more times than not. It always started out on the wrong foundation. It didn't start out at a foundation of friendship and connection. It started out on a foundation of sex appeal. So anyway, yeah, I'm still dealing with things in this life, and I probably will for a while, and I'm still digging myself out of a financial hole, but I'll get there. I mean, at least my new, my significant other now, my partner, my ride or die, and she's truly become that. I mean, she's an amazing woman. I just adore her. And she's a cougar. She's 2 years older than I am, but very, very youthful for a 68-year-old woman. And yeah. Anyway, I think we definitely have a future ahead. And as we're taking it one step at a time, baby steps. We're not rushing nothing. But I know she's gonna start looking at perhaps getting a job closer to where I live, if not in the town I live in, and and then we'll see about helping her find her own place down here in the southern hills instead of living up there in the northern hills. No, I don't think we plan on, we're not going to move in together. I'm going to stay in my brother's basement and we'll just, we'll work from there. But it would be nice if we could see each other a little more often than we do now. But like I said, we talk every day, so far so good. I'm happy. And it feels peaceful. It doesn't feel anything but that. It's just that calm, peaceful feeling that feels like home. And I've never had that before. But now I do. And I hope she finds that in me. That's all I got to say about that. You all have a great rest of your Sunday, and catch you tomorrow.